Parties in the African National Congress, ANC, have been simmering tensions for months, underpinned by ongoing rumors of backroom tension between President Ramaphosa and Deputy President Paul Mashatile. Today, those rumors boiled over into open conflict during a nationally televised parliamentary sitting, leaving the whole House stunned. The sitting had started normally with its attention on budgets and legislative reports. But when discussion turned to the economy and failures of governance, tensions were soon ratcheted up. Surprisingly enough, however, the most incendiary comments did not come from the opposition, but from within the governing party itself. Paul Mashatile stood to give a forceful and acerbic criticism using what many called measured fury. He charged the leadership with a systemic inertia and cautioned against a leadership vacuum that no public relations effort could cover up, a direct shot at President Ramaphosa. The crowd was stunned as all eyes looked at the president, who initially seemed willing to ignore the remark. But seconds later he stood up to reply, looking irritated. "If anyone in this government thinks there is a leadership vacuum," Ramaphosa declared firmly, "let them look at themselves. This is not the forum for posturing. This is the forum for accountability." His words created pandemonium in Parliament. ANC benches were clearly divided. Some members were applauding, others were sharing anxious glances. Opposition MPs were reduced to laughter, gasps, and applause as the speaker fought to regain order. What had started out as a policy discussion had now revealed a profound divide within the ANC. Mashatile refused to relent. Rather, he stepped up his attack, accusing Ramaphosa of providing shallow consensus amidst a suffering nation. He demanded an end to half measures and asserted the ruling party was no longer able to get by on talk of unity. That it played out in public and not behind closed doors indicated a genuine internal split that could no longer be kept under wraps. This was not political drama. It was a naked struggle for power live on TV. Insiders have long described two rival visions within the ANC, Ramaphosa's conservative, reform-oriented leadership and Marshal's more forceful grassroots effort to revitalize the party and push for more assertive executive action. Ramaphosa, frequently faulted for his plodding, deliberative approach, has increasingly come under attack for his handling of matters such as the power crisis, reforms against state capture, and the ANC's declining electoral fortunes. At the same time, Mashatile has quietly accumulated power within party organizations and provincial leaderships, making him a serious player. The dramatic exchange of today might well be the initial definitive signal of a leadership succession struggle already underway, one with the potential to redraw the map of South African politics. Senior ANC leaders frantically scrambled to manage damage control in the aftermath. Some of the ministers tried to play down the incident as a heated internal debate. But this response did not sound convincing amid the vehemence of what had transpired. The ANC, which used to have an image of internal cohesion, now seems to be fractured at its top leadership. With national polls on the horizon, the timing couldn't be worse. The most important questions now are, can Ramaphosa regain command of the party's message? Will the courage of Mashatile encourage more revolt in the ranks? Is this merely a one-off outburst or the first move in an all-out political conflict in the governing party? As tensions escalate, the question on everyone's lips is, can Ramaphosa and Mashatile continue to lead together after such a public breakdown in relations? Can harmony be regained? Are there going to be disciplinary penalties? Might this trigger an early leadership challenge? The coming weeks will be crucial. This is a developing story with enormous implications not only for the ANC but for South Africa as a whole. For every twist, shift in power, and behind-the-scenes move, stay tuned. Was this a necessary wake-up call or the beginning of the ANC's downfall? We'll be watching closely, and you should, too.